steeple of towering pillars, also the only tower in this video I ironically liked. I didn't enjoy it, but I appreciated the existence. Sure, there's loopholes and Dizziness and dubious GBJs, but there's only like 2 of them. 3 if you include this part. I remember this one not having a ladder. Now let's start up with the design. It's classic, yet I love it. These pillars are the height of a steeple frame, yet the gameplay sticks into the design. I love it, and it makes it more creative, so I'll give it an 8. Speaking of creative, you can't really expect much from a classic themed steeple. The creativity stems from the pillars having gameplay surrounding or inside it, and the gameplay varies a lot. The Forgotten Ridge steeple, so I'll give that one a 7. For gameplay, it's not that much. Again, this is just a classic themed steeple, so expect classic gameplay. This rating is pretty subjective, so you may like classic gameplay, unlike me, which I don't like. I'm looking at you, Koike. But it still kinda persists on being top-notch even for some sub-realm called Forgotten Ridge. I'll give it a 6. For enjoyment, I didn't really enjoy this tower. It's loop fail. 4. And for the replayability factor, it sounds weird, but I might redo this tower again. Didn't say repeat, just redo it. It gets a 6. Overall, this tower is a 31 out of 50. Pretty surprising that this is the highest rated tower in this video. I can't really complain about this, because this tower taught me that loop failing is normal in Ito. Anyways, next tower is gonna be I want to take away the philosophy I said earlier. Dear God, this tower is straight up ass cheeks. Not even Latina ass cheeks, I'm talking about Rigby's left ass cheek. The only part of the tower I liked is the design. Cool looking frame. Cool looking carousel that doesn't even have horses in it. Also, why is it rotating in map 3? Cool looking clocks. I'll give it a 7. It gets a lower design score than the previous tower because I fucking hated this. Nothing much about creativity, just spinning things. Yeah, that's it. 5 because there's some gameplay variety, I guess. The gameplay isn't that great, the time in each floors are extremely inconsistent, and I hope you don't fall off below long floors, because I wouldn't wish that on my greatest enemy. Floors 1 to 5 aren't much. Floor 6 is a waiting sim. Floor 7 is what I call vertigo floor, also at least net this part like goddamn. Floor 8 is straight up ass, and floors 9 to 10 is just, I don't know what to call this gameplay, just call it tone gameplay. You know I liked the tone gameplay in Tower of Mach 9 more than tone. Want to know why? Because Tower of Mach 9 is fun, and this tower isn't. It's unnecessarily long, while also having boring and punishing gameplay. Want to make a tower that is punishing, while also not being dog shit. Then make the gameplay good. I like ToFG because it has good gameplay despite the GBJs. I like Toner because it's fun and felt like an adventure. Tone just felt like a creation made by some sort of evil clown who uses it to waterboard their victims with and also turn them into more evil clowns. That one was a bit of stretch, but you get the idea. So to summarize, garbage gameplay, 2 out of 10. Did I enjoy this tower? No. And would I play this tower again? Hell no. Overall rating for this is 14 out of 50. I really hated this. I just wish there's button progress that shortens the tedious floors, which is all of them, of the gameplay. I don't care, it perfectly balances the button progress anyways. Remember that these are just suggestions, so it's not getting added. Anyways, next tower. Citadel of Quadrilaterals, looks inside, triangles. This Citadel has misleading design. It has triangles, despite being called quadrilaterals. Instant 0 out of 10 for the false advertising. The tower is pretty creative, I guess. 7. The gameplay is so not good, literally the most mid-tier gameplay you've seen that doesn't cover up the loop failing. Why are the last 2 floors so punishing with the most boring gameplay? Flu, you didn't get demoted for making a tower about BDSM and more. You were demoted because you made this awful piece of shit of a Citadel. At least there's button progress, so I'll give it meg plus points for that. 7. I really hated this tower. My first run got soft-locked. At least the fail made this more consistent. I did beat it in 3/4 of an hour in the second run. This tower is still asshole. 1 out of 10. And no, not repeating this, not even gonna redo it. 0. Overall, this is a 15 out of 50. I don't have suggestions, just keep it that way. I don't want to touch this thing ever again. Next tower. I like funky towers like ToTPP and Rhythm Heaven. This one isn't it. Stop blazing this tower, please. ToFG has got to be the most overrated remorseless tower. You guys need to stop pretending this is good. There's literally not much design after the first floor. We got a city-themed tower at first, and then it becomes the same bland-ass floors with modern gameplay. Like, dude, at least have some design to the rest of the tower. Why is it all put into floor 1? 3 out of 10 design. I can't really find anything creative about this tower. My hatred for this overlooked at anything good in this tower. 3. The gameplay isn't even that good. Not going to explain why. 4. I'm rage baiting. I didn't enjoy this tower. The only parts I like is the songs, and at least there's no outside sections. Other than that, I don't have a great experience in this. 3. I don't even want to redo this tower. I'm really glad I get to never do it again. Overall, this is a 30 out of 50. I don't like this tower compared to everyone else. Anyways, next tower. Might be wondering why just how I've beaten the easiest remorseless towers. Is it because they're ass? Yeah. There's nothing much about the design, at least all of it is readable and don't negatively affect the gameplay. 5 out of 10. And I mean the tower is creative and all with the gameplay, so it gets a 6. But the gameplay is not fun. Yay, I got to the win pad. Wait, why can't I win yet? Oh, I have to do this first. I hope it's not that bad. The gameplay length of each floor is inconsistent. I'm not saying it's bad, it's just combined with gameplay I don't like, especially the unedited floor 10 outside. How dare you do this to me? I did all of that bullshit just for this piece of shit of tower. Try to end it. I know the gameplay isn't that hard, but I hate it when NSC towers do this shit, especially this spinner. How dare you do that to me? I didn't fall off from it, but it's still mean. Why would you do that to me? The Frederick Chopin, you fucking asshole. Why would you do that to me? At least make the gameplay good. Don't pull out that outside section bullshit on me if you're not going to bother making the gameplay decent. 0. The scale of my enjoyment in this tower. 0. Replayability scale. Also 0. I am never playing this tower ever again. This gets an 11 out of 50. I'm being really generous here, despite being a fifth of a total score. Again, there's a reason why I've not beaten some low-end remorseless towers in this game. They're so ass. ToNP is not an exception. The design at least isn't a regular looking frame. I mean floor 4 looks extruded, and floor 10 frame spins, so it's a 4 out of 10. Not great, but it has some design. And I guess this tower is pretty creative with the gameplay. Not really. 5. But the gameplay, it is straight up dog shit. It's hard to explain, but everyone knows this is not how to make gameplay. Regardless if you're real Roma or schizoid, this tower is not worth your time. It's unbalanced, and the hardest parts of this tower are outside the tower frame, so fail that you most likely have to restart the tower. I get it. It's meant to nonsensical platforms, but at least make it decent. 1 out of 10. And you recognize the pattern. Both enjoyment and replayability scales are 0. Overall a 10 out of 50. No further explanations. There is no way of salvaging this garbage. There's this one guy who told me not to try this Citadel, and yeah, he's right, but I had to do it for the cleanup. The design is pretty good, even the classic tower. I love the contrasting regions of this tower. The winter region being winter, the desert region being a desert, the nature region being a rainforest, the basement floors being like a factory, and the hell region being hell, and heaven being complete unedited heaven. It's grit good design for an old and classic Citadel, so it gets a 10. Both design and gameplay vary in every region. Not sure about ice in the hell region though, so it gets a 9. The gameplay, however, isn't great. I mean, I get it. It's made before the COVID pandemic happened, so I can't get too mad about the gameplay, except the GBJs in the basement region. This felt unnecessary. It doesn't have to be this punishing. You guys might think I'll include the insta-kill turrets in the desert region, but honestly I'm not too mad about them. It's the soft-locking basement I hate about this Citadel the most, especially the raw gameplay in it. It's not great, but hey, I appreciate the GBJ sections having easier gameplay. My other problem is the regions that isn't the winter or heaven regions having button hunt floors that this Citadel didn't even bother telling you about. So if you've missed even one button, then you have to backtrack to get it. I have nothing else to say. I'll give it a 5. Did I enjoy this tower?
No!
Not at all. And would I want to replay this tower? No. Overall a 24 out of 50. I raged about this tower, and you people who've beaten it also raged about the gameplay, which is fair, but looking back at it, in my opinion this is the worst Citadel in terms of gameplay, but the best Citadel in terms of classic design. Awful tower. This lacks a lot of design. It's like the creator didn't bother changing the colors of the first 7 floors of a tower's frame. The design is all spent on the last 3 floors, and they don't even look that good. 2 out of 10. I mean, I guess there's variety in the gameplay. This tower felt different from other towers, not in a good way though. 5 out of 10. The gameplay is straight up ass. Stop saying this is good, you bum. It's not good tower, it's ass. The only redeeming qualities of this is that it's short, but that gets negated because of floor rate being a soft lock hell. So if you have awful nerve control like me, then you're gonna have to do this tower over and over again. 0 out of 10. Didn't enjoy it. And I will not redo this shit. This tower gets a 7 out of 50. The worst tower in this video. Let's just move on to the last tower. Builders making awful sequels of subpar towers need to be studied, because how the hell did Dex make a tower that's worse than its prequel? ToTasm is the only good sequel. The design is cool, I guess. It's just ToCop with scoliosis, and ToCop already looks cool, so it doesn't add much to the design. 8 out of 10. This tower is definitely more creative than its prequel. I mean, it has way different gameplay than ToCop, so it gets a 10. The gameplay is okay, not great, but not awful. 6 out of 10. But what about the part where I say this is awful? It's based on personal experience. I get that there's button progress, and that this tower is meant to be brutal and bizarre torment, but remember, I'm not saying the gameplay is ass. It's just not my cup of tea. The loop failing sucks ass, and there's a reason why there's more ToBaBT victors more than ToBaBT victors. Nothing else to say. I didn't enjoy this tower at all. 0. No shit, I wouldn't even want to redo this tower again. I nearly fumbled this part. 0 out of 10. ToBaBT is a 24 out of 50 overall. Nothing else to say. Let's just get to the remaining towers I've not beaten yet. The remaining towers I haven't beaten yet are most the hardest Remorseless towers. These will include Tower of Eternal Suffering, Citadel of Lethargy, Tower of Pastel Pillars, Tower of Corrupted Nightmares, Citadel of Peril, Citadel of Wacky Strategy, Tower of Zestless, Tower of Tornado Vehemence, and last, Citadel of Overcoming the World's Imperfections. I will be doing ToQT last, because I think it would be cool to sum up this series with the hardest Remorseless in the game, although there's some problems I have to talk about. One problem is demotivation. There's 2 demotivation I'm talking about, so let me just split it. The first one is the motivation to beat these towers. The game as a whole has been draining my mental health, especially that one time I fell off the net in cows. I originally planned cows for this video, but the constant loop failing and falling off floor 21 made me quit it. The second demotivation is my inconsistencies of editing. It's hard to explain, but I am very inconsistent with editing. I procrastinate a lot with video editing. Another separate problem is school-related things. I'm in 12th grade, and I don't have that much school stuff to do, but I still would like to focus a bit more in school over video editing. The third problem. I just want to finish some videos I missed out on, and also catch up on One Piece. Anyways, bye.